What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Savage Studios. It's your boy Savage. Much love, much respect. We got a good one today. It's my Bengal cat. New edition. Dope as hell. Anyways, so I was contacted by a personal friend of mine's lawyer because this personal friend of mine is actually still in prison, the leader of the rider movement. And I could provide, plenty of proof of how I know him and how far we go back and, just the relationship that we got as far as close friends. This is why I'm doing this video today, because I was made aware of an interview that took place from stories written by a current prisoner who actually reached out to my boy Snoop for that interview. And for whatever reason, it didn't happen. So he, I guess, elected to go with Scrappy, Alex Diaz. And I'm going to keep it real simple for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and let the paperwork talk for itself. I'm going to provide crime scene photos that I can. And I'm also going to show you exactly who he's implicating. So after watching maybe 5-10 minutes of that interview that he gave, I think he did a couple, but the specific one where he's talking about other factions on S&Y yards and how no one can get him and his homies. Shut your bitch ass up. You know what I'm saying? You lying on that side alone. But you know what I'm saying? This is just for all these claims that he was a leader of this, the leader of that. You know what I'm saying? And, definitely, nobody's admitting guilt. He's just implicating people. They did their investigation and feel like they got whatever they got. Civilians, a female civilian being arrested and implicated, the boy, being implicated on something from a whole different prison, phone calls being tapped, you know what I'm saying? Him getting butchered, put in a wheelchair. He's definitely not who he says he is. There's nothing about his books that got any type of credibility. You know what I'm saying? This whole rider movement was not started by him. It was started by the boy Snoop. And you got to understand, when this thing was started, man, it was not started and intended to be a PC gang or an S&Y gang, man. He was on the main line with this. He was pushing Norteño riders all up and down the line for a long time before he even went over to the S&Y side, and still to this day does not consider himself or his movement an S&Y or prison PC gang in any way, shape, or form. This is what I know to be true from his standpoint. This guy's claims of, this broke apart from this, yes, that part is true on behalf of, the Playboy president. Yeah, he did do that. Yeah, he didn't like the unfair and unjust rules that he felt was going on with these other organizations. Like I said, that's neither here nor there for me. I'm just letting you guys know, from somebody who's done time with him, somebody who's had these conversations with him actually in person. This guy that's speaking, Scrappy, he took a lot of clout, man, made a lot of claims, did a lot of puffing out his chest, man, and landed on this certain yard, and look what ended up happening to him. So it's real unfortunate for, he's writing these books. It's unfortunate when you're writing these books, you got all these people following you, you got all these people believing the hype, and then you're even telling the story of how you got whacked and butchered your way, with leaving out the fact that, you're in court, you're trying to talk, you're trying to testify, you're trying to do this, you're trying to do that, and unfairly implicate people and unfairly give people more time. So that's why the whole origins of this video came about. You know what I'm saying? So before I close, I do want to say that, you know, to the writers who had got caught up in this whole mix, you'll see their names, you know, and whatever implications of their participation in this were. My respects to you guys, you know what I'm saying? Much respect to you guys for, you know what I mean? Whatever the case may be. And I hope that it turns out in the best situation for you. No matter what, this guy, you know, karma's a bitch. It comes around, it goes around. You false claim, somebody's going to pull your whole card. Much respect to the fellas. Much respect to the boy Snoop, man. Check out his book. I'll try to throw the link into my description. It's a good book. Got a lot of game. Very wise individual. Definitely better than reading the fairy tales by Alex Scrappy Diaz. It's all garbage. It's all lies. It's all bullshit. And if you follow his story, I think from here on out, he's going to have a shit show because, let's see, in the interview with that other channel, he went and said no S&Y gang could see him or his homies. Basically clowned every other S&Y gang without me even having to say the names. If it's an S&Y gang, he clowned you, saying that y'all can't touch him or stop him. So that's a whole nother shit. Shit pile. He gonna have to pull himself out of some kind of way. And well, he's kind of stuck in this one already. So it seems like he's gonna be knee deep in this shit for a while. So I don't think there'll be any more books or interviews just yet. Like I said, man, I might make a part 2. I think I covered everything the way it needed to be covered. Shout out to the ladies involved in the situation. I think one of them already pled out to like 6 months or something. I'm not sure. But shout out to her. You know, it sucks, you know, to be implicated like this. You know what I'm saying? He's playing this unfair game of poking out the chest, making these claims, wanting to be that motherfucker. And then the shit hits the fan and then look what happens. But I believe she held her mud, man, just for the simple fact of just it being a whole mix-up, a bunch of bullshit, not wanting to drag anyone else into it. She's like, you know what? Whatever. Give me the time and I'm gone. Respect. With that being said, I hope you guys like this video. Don't expect too much more prison topics coming out of me. Like I already told you, this is just a favor from me to a personal friend, a longtime friend, someone who I actually know and who hundreds of people actually really know to be who he says he is. Unlike this other individual, Scrappy Alex Diaz, who wrote his garbage ass books with his garbage ass lies and interviewed a garbage ass interview, period. No shots at the channel, but you know what I'm saying? You kind of gotta do your research. And I think you did reach out to the homie, and for whatever reason, he wasn't trying to come on your channel and shit. That's between you guys, but them interviews are bitch ass lies. Anyways, much love, much respect. You already know the deal. It's your boy Savage. I'm about this bitch.